Hey, watch my pipe. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Taking it easy today. Too cold to go out and do anything. Of course, I've been smoking my country gentleman with some haunted bookshop. So I didn't get home last night until about 11:30, 12 o'clock. I came home from the auction house and went straight to bed. I didn't do no lives or nothing last night. Yeah, haunted bookshop's real good. I like it. It's got Burley, Freak, and Virginia's. It's very good. Some people don't like it. Other people do. Of course, got adult beverage. This is a big 25-ounce can in my koozie. Yeah, that's like me. I've been trying to catch up on people's videos here lately because I've been so busy that by the time I get up, my feet hits the floor, man. Now on certain days like today or something, then I'll catch up on videos or whatever. But other than that, I miss a lot of them. And now we're starting our regular auctions back up now on Saturdays. Now I'm going to be really swamped this week. I got to go do paperwork tomorrow afternoon early, and then since I get that done, then I'm going straight in, and it's going to be busy until 11:30. So if I get down there between 2:30 and 3, before 4 o'clock, and I gotta stop by the store, get my stuff. Oh, that's what I smoke. That's what I got right here. It's haunted bookshop. I got 2 more things over in here behind me. It's in my top 3 rotation right now. I can go in around about. Now tomorrow I'll go in about 3. After I get done with my paperwork, go in, head down to the store. I'll usually get a 6-pack. Or so. Then I'll head up to the auction house, pill around in there, pill around for a little bit, talk to a few people. Then we have our live stream on Facebook. Then that don't start till about 8 o'clock, but I'm busy prior before that. I'm busy prior before we do that, so I've got a few things I gotta do tomorrow. Then I won't get home until about 11:30 or so. Close to 11:30 to midnight. And usually get right back up and go back down there and do it all over again. Hey, Paul, how you doing? I figured I'll sneak in a quick live. I ain't gonna be on very long. Man, I came home last night, man, I was a little drunk last night and sat here for a few minutes and then I went to bed and crashed. I ain't gonna be up too long tonight. I'm supposed to be on I brought up John's live stream at 11 o'clock tonight, but I ain't gonna be able to make it because I got to get up early. I got to go to the office, do paperwork for recertification where I live, and I got to head down to the auction house and so I'll stay up. I'm gonna be up until probably about 10 or so, 10:30. Then I'll be heading to bed. Now, if I don't gotta do nothing, like tomorrow night, I'll be on live. Bo, I work for an auctioneer down here, and I've been with him for 20-some years, so 20-something years I've been with him. So he does his regular live face on his Facebook. Now he's starting his regular auctions back up on Saturdays. So once we get started doing that again, then man, it's gonna be shorter lives, and I mean I'll still do my lives on Sundays, and I'll do some lives through the week on days I don't gotta do nothing. But like I was telling the rest of the guys here that I'm supposed to be on all brought up John's live stream tonight. I'm gonna be able to make it on his live stream at 11 tonight because I gotta go to bed early. I gotta get up, do paperwork for recertification where I live, so I can keep a roof over my head. And then I gotta head from there straight down to the auction house. And I won't get home until probably about 11:30, 12 o'clock tomorrow night, close to midnight. Of course, adult beverage in my extra large koozie. Now I was going to walk in town to get some, but my neighbor gave me one until, yes sir, Bo. So my neighbor gave me one until I get in town tomorrow. Well, I was going to go in town early. The one I'm drinking is Bud Ice. That's what I'm drinking. I ain't even cracked it open yet. Tell you the truth. I mean, beer's not even open yet, so. It's, of course, the big 25 ounce. Hey, Bo, I seen your video earlier. I agree with you. Yeah, I was going to drink me a cup of coffee earlier today, but I think, nah, I don't feel like getting watered up today. Of course, I'm going to be finishing up the rest of the haunted bookshop in country gentlemen here in a minute. I just popped close for. Hey, usually I will message some people on my Facebook that over probably having the esoterica drop, but I ain't that type of person that don't go out and chase tobaccos. But hey, Everett, good to see you. Welcome in. Yeah, boy, I understand that. You know, it goes so quick. Doing pretty good, Everett. Colvin. A lot of these, now something like, yeah, hey, watch my pipe. Hey, sometimes you have to check yourself quick. You gotta check them because them alerts, they'll come. It's just like with me. I get alerts, but they're like behind. So you gotta constantly check them like Martin does. You gotta keep checking like Cup of Joe's and them places. Gotta be on it. Exactly, Bo. Exactly. Exactly. They'll send those there to their big time buyers, the guys that buys a lot. It's gonna buy, 4, 5, 10, 20, 30 pounds of esoteric or whatever. They'll get theirs first. They'll get their alerts first before anybody else will. Yes, Bo, tobacco hoarders, man. And these guys that buy 20, 30 pounds of it, anywhere from 10 to 20 pounds of it, 30 pounds of this stuff, guys, they're going to get their alerts and stuff first before everybody else will. That's why it goes quick. Hey, I'm on this group on Facebook. It's called PTTS. They sell tobaccos and stuff, guys. And pipes, tobacco stuff like Frogmore and these. And they don't sell no stuff. They sell for what they get for it. They may go up maybe $5 or $10 on it, but they're trying to make a little bit of their money back. But they don't sell it high. And the reason why they watch my pop, the reason why they do it that way on eBay is reason why say you buy, but you have to stop and think. Okay, by the time they buy that for $100, they have to pay tax on it. Then then they have to pay for the shipping. Like if they do a 2-day shipping, that's added on. Then, hey WK, hey Odie. Yeah, that's right. You gotta pull that trigger quick. And they're going, and then if they do sell some of it, they're going to have to sell to get their money back out of it. Just like with him down here, he can go down there and say like he buys. They'll do what's called wholesale price. Say like, say like this koozie. Okay, if he buys the wholesale price, which means say like, you'll tell him, okay, Tim, we'll sell you these for, I'll give you 20 of them for like $2 a piece. 20 of them for $2 a piece. That's wholesale. Now, if he buys by the singles, like this single, they may charge you $5 per thing. It's the same way with tobacco. The more you buy, the cheaper it gets. The more you buy in bulk, the cheaper that tobacco will get. And a lot of people jumps on it. Hey Odie, I don't blame you. Stock up. Oh, whoa. But yeah, it's crazy on tobacco, guys, because well, you got Esoterica, you got Margate, you got Stonehaven, and it seems like every time they're hard to get. There's some of these blends, once it's gone, it's gone. It's like, we'll sell it. Every time it drops, we'll sell this, and we'll wait. There may be, it could be Thursday. They may do another drop. And soda bed, that stuff's good. I had a small simple bit. Now that's good. Here guys, I'm gonna try something here. That's better. Yes. The Down Here Durbar is my number one favorite blend. Whew, Odie. Yeah, the tax hike, if this bill passes, which I don't think it's going to. But if it does, look out. But even though it passes, they got so much time for it to go steps into law. So, in the meantime, you stock up. I don't chase anything anymore, Bo. I don't. There's no point in white chase a blend that technically you really can't get your hands on and hard to get. And if you do want some of it, people's wanting an arm and leg and everything for it. You know, it's they want triple and double triple it. They want more than what's actually worth because of the name. It's all about the name. That's it. It's like the Frog Morton. It's a Macallan blend. It's all about the name, and people will sell it for triple what they're wanting. Exactly, Bo. Exactly. They're going to find a loophole somewhere along the line. Watch. Let me turn my light back on, because with the TV and stuff going, it makes me... That's better. They'll find some way. If it don't pass, there will be a loophole somewhere. Ooh, Odie. See, that's how you do it. You know, if you are a chaser of blends and you want to chase those blends, you got to hunt for them yourself. You got to track them yourself. That's why, like over a pipe, he does it, but he does it out of the goodness of his heart to let you know when it's dropped and everything. But you have to do the research yourself too. I mean, I hate to say it like that, but you have to put a little bit of effort into it if you really want it. No, boo, I don't, bub. I don't. That's the first time I ever heard of it. Yeah, I tell you, it's gonna get worse before it gets any better, guys. That's why a lot of people's gone ahead and stocking up on tobaccos, on the regular rotation tobaccos and stuff like that. Exactly, Craig. I'm gonna meet you guys over to my desk. I ain't trying to make nobody dizzy. If I do, I'm sorry. Oh. And it's cheaper, tell you the truth, it's really cheaper to buy it by the bulk, really. Oh. See you guys something. This is thick on each end. What I do with this when I'm cleaning my pipes out, the hard reach places I can't get my regular thing through, this here through it, corners where I can't get the tobaccos out of, like this. My cellar's starting to build up. I have another box coming in Thursday or Friday this week. I hope it's Thursday, because Friday I'm going to be swamped, corrupt with Sunday again. So I'm starting to, I smoke my pipes every day, but I'm backing off on how many I smoke a day. So I used to smoke 6 to 8 bowls a day. Now I'm cutting myself down to maybe 2, maybe 3 bowls. Just depends. Mr. Jimmy DeBacky called me yesterday. We had a lot of nice old chit chat, nice old talk yesterday. A good conversation. No. So yeah, and watch for deals too, guys. Watch for these deals, because man, they'll be doing these deals. I got one from Papa Cigars right now. Since tomorrow's my birthday, I get 10% off, but I'm same here, Bo. It's getting to the point now to where, you know, it's like I gotta be in the mood. Really? Thanks for watching my pipe. Yeah, anymore I gotta get in the mood to actually sit down and... Thanks, Bo. To actually sit down, but I've been smoking this pipe here more than my other ones. But because what little tobaccos that I got in my cellar, I want to stretch them out. And thanks, Everett. And I'm the type of person too, I really won't smoke a blend that is no longer in production. If I'm on a live or one of my regular videos or whatever, I don't do that. The reason why is because it wouldn't be fair to everybody else, that they can't get a hold of it. That's why I don't do it. Yeah, Everett's been smoking that grape. Captain Black grape. Got his cake too. Yes, sir, Everett. He's doing alright. He's planning on coming up to the Hall Pipe Show coming up in August. I let him know what dates they were. I told him double check on the website. So he's doing pretty good. Everett, I really don't know. I never had squadron leader. That's the only blend I haven't had yet. I tried to Captain Black Grape, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't hack it. I just can't do it. I get that grape popsicle taste. Captain Black Cherry's like the cherry cough syrup. There's something about the Captain excuse me. There's something about the Captain Black blends that on their certain ones. Now I can smoke the Royal, the vanilla, which is the white pouch. I can smoke the Royal. I think that's just about it. Just one of them days. It's nice outside, but it's just too windy and cold. Alright, Bo. I'll catch you there. Thanks for stopping in, brother. Be safe, be well. I'll probably be on here for another 20 minutes, guys. And I'm gonna kick back and relax for a little bit, and then whatever, and then I'm hitting the bed myself. Since I'm back working down there, summer's kicking in, so I'm going to be pretty much busy, so I'm going to try to squeeze in when I can squeeze in between times. Thanks, Craig. There you go, Odie. Hey, that's what we do on the weekends, man, especially on Saturdays. I'll go get me what you call a jalapeno spicy burger. It's got your jalapenos on there, slices, hot pepper jack cheese, a little bit of the buffalo sauce, beer, we good. They bring you out, when I order mine, I order mountain fries. that I'm gonna have to use this way because guys can't sit this way. But the platter's about this long, about that yay wide, heaping full of fries. The burger got a great big fat burger sitting there with all these fries, man. Yeah, it takes everything I have to eat it all. On plus the top of the beer. And they do make koozies for tall beers. Excuse me. Yeah. I got that North Tim down here. Bought it off of him. $2. It's already got its money's worth. 5 times over already. Of course, miniature trash can. I use it for a koozie too, guys. 16-ounce cans fits perfect right in this thing. So I figured I'd get on kind of early tonight, guys, since All Briared Up is going to be on later. So I figured I'd jump in here and do it live real fast. Oh, Odie. Oh, I could taste some of that right now. Oh, Evan's trying to figure out what he's going to smoke. Yeah, if I start going down eating some Mexican food down south the border there, I'll come back up here talking different. You better believe it, Everett. Odie, I'm coming down your house. Since you said the hot poppers. Jalapeno poppers. Oh yeah. Oh. Always keep hot sauce handy. I have to pick me some more jalapeno slices up though, but I can sit there and eat them suckers right out of the jar and drink beer with them. I can eat those, but I pay for it later. Heartburn wise. Oh, here goes the cherry. Hey, I had some of that before. That ain't too bad. That's not bad at all. On some days I'll get tongue bite, on the other days I don't. Even though I dry it out. Yeah, I keep everything organized. Can't stand a dirty desk. Now I might smoke another bowl here today before I go to bed, but it depends on how I feel between now and then. Fidget Spinner. Yeah, I just started watching your these sites, guys, tobacco sites. But my old philosophy is this: smoke what you like. Just like I said here early night of my life, the one blends that I may not like, I'll put it back. I'll smoke that on occasions. I put that in the back of my cellar. Then the ones I smoke regularly, it's in my regular rotation, is towards the front. I do not. I might give you my first. Oh, I understand that, Everett. It's like I do my Friday Bulldog. Well, now it's called the Friday Trivia Edition. Is not to give you my first. Well, I'll give you anyway my first impressions. But then later on down the road, I'll do another video to give you my final thoughts on it. See if it's going to be an occasional blend I will smoke in my cellar, or it's going to be my rotation. Would I recommend it, not recommend it type video. But I was smoking them, I call them, but other than that, I don't give no ratings on my first time smoking it. Say, well, that's a 4.5, 5 star, and this and that. I don't do that. Because my palate could change. Oh, nice, Odie. Now, the bowl Kentucky I had one time. It was enough for like 4 or 5 bowls. But that was good stuff, though. I kind of liked that. I mean, liked it pretty much. So, I might smoke some broken Scottish flake or Peter Stokeby's electric Navy flake, or Samuel Galves's Navy flake. Excuse me, I don't know yet. Just depends. Now, the Navy flake, I get a longer smoke out of it. So I'll probably go with the broken Scottish flake. Or I might smoke some Mississippi River Special Reserve. It's a nice English blend. Love it. Well, right now, on a bookshop. Yeah, it's got Virginia and Lottie Key in it there to watch my pipe. It's pretty well balanced out with the smokiness, like the campfire smokiness to it, with the sweetness from the Virginias. I tend to like it. So far. There's no guarantee later down the road that I may not like it. Yep. Matter of fact, I smoked the bowl of it last night down at the auction house. And when I walked out and come back in, because I was in the back doing some stuff, I take something up towards the front. Well, when I walked back there, the aroma, it was nice. And I couldn't figure out what I was smoking back there. So I had 10 on me. I showed them. This is what I'm smoking. Be right back, guys. Here's the same little guy with Navy Flake. Yeah, there's some good blends out there, and there's other blends out there that it's crazy. I mean, there's some blends out there I wouldn't touch. There's one called LJ Praise No Name. I'll find out here in a minute, Everett. Doesn't say on here. The little pipe stand, which I use for the country gentleman. I do have a regular one for my regular pipes. Yeah, now Sir Rotterali is pretty good. Now I like Sir Rotterali. On occasions, not every day, but maybe once or twice a week I'll smoke it. But other than that, I can get Sir Rotterali all day up here where I live. All day. They got it in the pouches, they don't got it in the tubs. And I'm seriously thinking about picking some up. Because sometimes, and check just local stores too, like your drug stores, cheap tobacco stores that sells them. Check them sometimes too, because they'll give you a deal. I've had it happen to me twice. I'll go in there and get some. They say, hey, because I'll buy a pouch or something. They say, hey, we're about ready to get rid of this stuff. We really don't want it, because sometimes they'll ship it back to the retailer. Sometimes they'll just take it, throw it away. And the last time I've done it, bought a pouch, I think was Prince Albert. And I said, well, I want a pouch like Prince Albert right there, the regular. Well, they'll have the soft vanilla and the vanilla cherry too. And they said, hey, I'll talk about it now. They say, hey, if you buy this pouch here, we'll give you these 2 other pouches for the price of one. They said, matter of fact, we'll give you all of it for the price of one. For the price of the 1 pouch. Because they said, you're lucky, because we was about ready to get rid of this stuff. Because it's been sitting on our shelf too long and we ain't selling it. And we have to do something with it. Do you care if you want to take them? Man, I come home with the full boxes, like 2 or 3 boxes plumb full of Prince Albert. The regular, the soft vanilla, the vanilla cherry. I came home with it. And the only thing I did is bought 1 pouch. I've done that before. And another thing too, that if you see them start turning towards the back, you kind of ask them, say, hey, what are you going to do with that? You want salt? They'll sometimes they'll give it to you, or they'll just sell the whole thing to you for the price of one sometimes. Like I said, it's happened to me twice. And here I got all these pouches of tobacco sitting in my cellar, and I'm thinking, man, I'm gonna have to get me some jars. Because I had the 3 different ones, so I had to get 3 different jars, big jars, and start selling them in jars so they wouldn't dry out, and then marking which one's which. Excuse me. I'll sit there for a while. This round even started in the YTPC about 6 years ago, and I'm like, wow, man. And sometimes you get lucky, you'll get the tubs if you get lucky enough. That's the way to do it. Watch my pipe. That's the way to do it. And I'll tell you what I did. I'll show you. This used to be a candle inside this. Cleaned it out while we set up the candle. Real good. And I washed it out real good. This is my Frankenstein jar. This is what's got left of. It's got some cigar in there too. I chopped up a cigar. But it's got all different blends that I may not have been for a half bowl to a bowl. I'll stick it in here. And it fills up. And then once this fills up, then this will be my Frankenstein jar. So if you get any candles like this, watch my pipe in, you guys, because it's got that seal on there anyways. Clean that sucker out real good. And get you some Dawn, any type of dish soak, with Dawn dish soak, whatever. Put it in the sink and put some hot water in this too. Put some hot water dish soak in your sink too. And put some in this and just let it sit there for about 5 minutes in your sink in pure hot water dish liquid. Then wash it out real good. Rinse it out real good and let it air dry. There you go. Like I said, this is an old candle. There's been no candle in this. And the reason why I kept this, because it's got a seal to it. And now this is my Frankenstein. I had this filled up 4 or 5 different times of tobacco. And what I do, this is what I call my Frankenstein backup tobacco. When this gets filled up and say I run out of tobacco, I can go to this jar right here and smoke it. And this will last me for several months. And I tell you what you could do too. Keep tins around. Old tins. If I jar happens to fill up, guess what? I'll start putting tobacco in here. I'll just take the label thing off of it. Fill this up with tobacco, and I still have tobacco to go back, fall back on, just in case I happen to run out. Whoop. That's how I do it. Yeah, old candle things like that, they're good for tobacco. Like I said, I had that one filled out 4 or 5 different times, guys. Sometime Thursday or Friday. There's a lot of tricks of trade that you can do if you're tight on the budget, or you don't got no budget at all and you're in a financial hurt. Those cigars, I smoked down about that much. That'd go out, cut the one end off, I chop it up, put it in there with that. Yeah, like I said, guys, if you have old candle jars like this around the house and you ain't using it no more, and the candle wax down to here or something, you ain't using it no more, you might have to take a knife or something to dig it out. Or if you have enough wick in there to burn that wax down, or whatever, or dig it out, or at least break it up, let me tell you, comes in handy. Does come in handy. I got plenty of that there. Now I probably got maybe one more bowl, maybe 2 bowls out before this goes inside the jar. This always stays on my desk, always, with my salmonella Trevi. So, alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off, and you guys enjoy the rest of your evening, and you guys take care, be safe, be well, have a rest good of the evening, have a good day tomorrow. I'll see about tomorrow night getting on, I don't know yet, depends on how I feel. Oh hey Phil, oh well, we can stay on for a little bit, since you came on Phil. We can stay on a little bit longer, brother. We can stay on for a little bit longer. Hey, Phil just came in, guys. So, I'm going to be fair, play it fair. We are going to stay on a little while longer, to be fair. That's how I do it. And, so, we are going to stay on. Hey Phil, this is what I was telling the guys. If you have an old candle jar like this, clean it out real good. Hey Phil, if you have an old candle thing like this, clean it out real good. I kept this because of the seal. This is my Frankenstein backup tobacco jar. This will get filled up, so just in case I happen to run out of tobacco, I do have a backup type jar, just for my tobaccos. Whoop. Whew. Good thing. Yes, it's got a seal on it, and I looked at it one day because a friend of mine handed me a candle. Well, I burned down about that much left in it, and I was like, well, I ain't gonna be using this, and I was ready to throw it away. And I got to looking at it, thinking, well, that's got a seal on it. So I got my long screwdriver out, and I started pecking away at the bottom, breaking all that down there loose real good, right? Throw the rest of it in the trash. So I filled my sink full of hot water, hot soapy water, dish liquid, and I did that, and I let it sit for about 5 minutes, so I can get all that smell of that candle out there real good, and I washed it out real good with a wash rag, cleaned it inside real good, rinsed it out about like 50 times to make sure I got all the soap and stuff out of it. Cleaned the lid to it, let air dry out overnight. I had that thing filled up like 4 or 5 times of tobaccos, because what I do is, if I can't get a tobacco that's got maybe less than half a bowl, I'll stick it in there. And my cigars I smoke my cigars about down that far, let it go out, and I'll cut the one end where it's burnt, I'll cut that and chop it up, stick it in there also. That's how I do it. And the tobacco stays moist. I mean, I don't have to worry about drying out. I don't have to worry about anything like that. I mean, I got four or five, maybe 6 additional. And I'll tell you another little trick too, Phil. You may think this is crazy, but I'm going to show you. Yeah, a friend of mine used to do that, Phil. Now, you know that like your Alfredo sauce and stuff like that, Phil, I keep them too. Because they got a seal on the inside. This has got my vintage Syrian in it. And I keep those jars like that too. And let me tell you, them suckers tight. Look, I have to. It's got that seal on the inside. There's another good way to do it too. Gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, you know. Yeah, every once in a while I'll get something that's got Alfredo sauce or something in it. I'll wash them out real good, like I did the candle jar. Do the same routine. And I keep them for tobaccos. Now, what I do now, if it's like this here, like this French Syrian, no, I take this back. This LJ Praise Thanksgiving Day. Normally what I do, yes. So what I do is I'll leave out tobacco or whatever in that bag. And I just roll it up. Just roll it up like this. I put it down in that jar. Like so. That's what I do. I do that so, because it kind of helps me on jars if I really don't got the money to get any. And I'll tell a couple people too around here, if you got jars got this like this, got the seal on the inside, I said wash them out and keep them for me. Because I said I can use them. They said, what do you use it for? I said pipe tobacco. So I'll put them in there where it can keep it fresh and keep not getting mold to them and whatever. And I said I'll check it every now and then. Now my other ones, like this one, I'll use this on the bookshop for an instance. I said every once in a while what I do is I'll open it up every now and then. And kind of get about at least a minute. I'll smell it, get about a minute. If that, then I'll close it back up. I said I do it every some. I don't do it all the time. Hey, I never gave out an idea there, Phil. That's a good idea. So, I mean, that's how I do my tobacco sometimes. So since I get dumped this on the bookshop, then I can use it for something else. Some other tobacco. And every once in a while, if it's loose like every once in a while, I'll kind of give it a couple shakes. But I may open them up maybe about once a week. All my jars up. not all one time, but maybe once a week. But yeah, I've heard about those little hogs. Yeah, I've seen this, but I never gave it a thought. It's just something, man. It's just like this here. I gotta get this smoked up before long. Don't want to waste none of it, and I'm trying to get that smoked up so, because I don't want mold to hit it. Then I'll be upset about that. I still got several tobaccos still in bags, but I check them constantly though. These here, I got a couple more in my cellar that I check, but I'm always constantly checking them, constantly. Oh, okay, Phil, yeah, that's a good idea. But yeah, these here I check constantly. Constantly I'm checking them before I smoke them. Because I've seen mold. I had this tobacco here about a couple years ago that I had, and it was sent to me. Well, he didn't know it. He thought it was just regular crystals. Sugar crystals, right? And I took my thing here, because this is what I use for a tobacco tray here. So I put some on this, and I got to looking real, and I had my light on, and I got to looking real close to it, and good thing I didn't know the bowl of it. And I got to looking, and I brought it up to here, and I got to looking real close, and I'm thinking, that ain't sugar crystals, that's mold. And I probably had a half a 10 of it, like this, 10 like this. I said I probably had half of it. So I got a hold of him. I said, hey man, I said, that tobacco that you sent me? He says, yeah. I said, man, I hate to tell you this. And I said, I don't want you to feel bad. And I said, I don't want to get you upset. But I said, that tobacco's got mold on it. Them ain't sugar crystals. That's mold. He says, oh man, he says, I am so sorry that I sent you that to you. I said, don't worry about it. I said, if you got any more of that, I said, you better check it. He says, yeah, I got more of that. I said, well, you better be checking it, because I said, there's going to be more than sugar crystals on there. I said, you're going to get yourself sick smoking it. Sure enough, yeah, it happens, and sure enough, he messaged me back, and he says, Jeff, he says, you're right, he says, I had to throw the rest of that tobacco away, man. Well, I didn't know it. Well, a couple of days later, I didn't know he was going to send me more tobacco, fresh tobacco, right? Well, next thing I went down to my mailbox, and I had the keys for the package box down below my mailbox. Now I'm thinking, okay, I didn't order nothing. I didn't get anything from any tobacco retailer online. Now I'm thinking, or unless, because sometimes I'll get somebody else's mail or somebody else's package. It happens. The people used to live here in my room. Well, anyways, I opened it up. Sure enough, I had my name on there. I checked. I'm thinking, well, I wonder who this is from. I don't think I seen my name. I didn't see who it was from until I come back to my room. Well, I kind of got a little bit upset. And I messaged the party back, and I said, why did you do this? That's money. That's money. He says, well, he says, I wanted to make it right with you, because it wasn't fair for me to send that to you. And I really didn't know. He said, I thought it was sugar crystals until you looked at it, and he said, and it had mold on it. He says, that wasn't right of me to do that. And I said, well, you didn't know. You know, it ain't your fault that happens. It's not your fault. It happens, man. He said, well, I just want to make it right with you. He sent me more than what he should have sent. Put it that way. And I mean, it was cool, but I mean, he did have goodness of his heart. But you know, don't if something like that happens and you send something like that to me and that happens, I don't expect you to send more to me. Don't do that, because it's not right. It's not fair. Because it's gonna come a time. There's gonna come a time. That's a coming. There's going to come a time to where it's going to be very hard to get hold of the pipe tobacco, guys. The price is going to be so out of whack that you ain't going to be able to afford it. It's going to get to the point to where it's going to be harder than your regular bills to get. That's why a lot of people now are stocking up. Alright, Phil. I understand, man. I know how the 100-degree deals are. So you be careful. Be safe. Stay cool, man. Drink a couple beers. I'll catch you here probably later on. Hey, don't ever apologize, Phil. I understand being beaten. I understand. I also beat last night, man, when I came home. And I was down at the auction house from 2:30, about 3:30 till about 11:30, 12 o'clock last night, man. I came home. I had a bus from drinking a few beers and a few shots. And I came home, man. I was so dead tired. I went to bed, and I didn't even take my clothes off, not even my boots. That's how tired I was. Woke up this morning, I was like, oh, oops. Didn't get up till about 10 o'clock this morning, but I was like, oops, well, shoot, I forgot to take my clothes off. I was tired. I almost fell asleep in my chair, but I was like, nah, I'm going to go over here and lay down. Then I'll go lay down, then I'll take my clothes off. Well, that didn't happen. So I was like, well, that ain't the first time it happened. Yeah, man, I get so tired, man. Like I say, hey, you don't have to apologize to me. I mean, I know how it is, man. You get tired, you get wore out, you're hot, sweaty, it's hot outside, tired. Alright, Phil. You be careful, stay cool, stay dry, stay cool, and drink a few. Be careful, be safe. I might go over here in a few after I get off. I might go over here and torment my neighbor. He's comical, man. He can get drunk He can get drunk, man, and he's comical. I'll go over and mess with him. Then he'll say, and I have to laugh at him. He'll say, I'm going to take you out there and I'm going to beat your hind end. And I look at him and laugh. I said, dude, I said, I do it to him. He had a stroke before he moved out here about 4 or 5 years ago. He came from a nursing home because he had a stroke in a bar while he was drinking. Had a stroke. Well, every time he's back in drinking again. And if I go over there tomorrow before I leave, he ain't gonna remember what he done today. He ain't gonna remember it. He said, I'll get out of this chair and whip your hind end. I said, Mark, you ain't gonna do nothing, just sit there and hush. I had to help him. I went over earlier, he was on the floor. On the floor now. I said, Mark, what in the heck you doing sitting on the floor? He said, well, I thought I'd get down here and sit down on the floor for a minute. He's got a gash right here. On the side of his head, about right here. He's got a gash right there. Where he busted his head. I told him, I said, man, I hate to tell you, Mark, but we're going to find you one of these days, man. We're going to find you laying over here there in the rock. And I told him straight out to his face, told him the truth. I hate to tell him, but somebody's got to tell him. I said, Mark, we're going to find you dead over here one of these days. I said, because you get so drunk that you cannot stand up and walk to your bed without falling. Because here, I'll show you something. Well, everything's so close. I'll show you guys later. But everything's so close that, man, it won't take nothing for him to get out of his chair and bust his head over here on something. Steph, how you doing? Show you something. Straight in the cold one. Excuse me. That's good. I'm glad you're doing alright. I'm glad you're doing alright. Was smoking the country gentleman with some, Hey, Skip. I was smoking my country gentleman with some, haunted bookshop in it. No cooler today. I already done smoked that up. But I kept the 10 though. Got it right here, as a matter of fact. There's a 10. I usually keep all my 10s. Hey, Paul. How you doing? Yeah, that Cooner's good stuff. First time ever trying anything had deer tongue in it. Of course, I had some haunted bookshop earlier. Well, not out of this jar. This is my jar that I fill my little small jar up. I got a smaller jar that I fill up. I just put so much in there at a time. Maybe for a couple bowls or so, I'll just put it up in that jar and put this one back up. Of course, my LJ Peretti Thanksgiving Day's in this jar. It ain't gonna get touched till Thanksgiving Day. Just look for my video tomorrow. Cause since it's my birthday, I'm gonna might pull out some vintage Sicilian out and smoke a bowl. Just might. And I think it's dated back from 2014, if I'm correct. See, that'll be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7-year-old blend. Thank you. 29 holding. By the way. Let me see if I can find out to make sure. Here it is. Yeah, this was sent to me by Cyrus Shaw. He's a lurker. So this here's only gets smoked on special occasions. That's it. Yep. There it is. 2014, guys, of October of 2014. So I might smoke this tomorrow night when I get home from the auction house, do it on live. Some of this will get smoked. Let's take a whiff, shall we? Oh, that's got my mouth watered. But this is what I do, guys. I'll show you here in just a minute. It's still, I roll it. Now with this here, I gotta fold it. I had 2 tins that garbage man Piper sent me before, and I should have just kept those. Well, I got this here, now it stays with me. Put the other runs back in here so I don't forget. Was watching the Wizard of Oz. I'm still a kid at heart when it comes down to the Wizard of Oz. I'll still watch it. Of course, my fidget spinner. I keep this kind of close to me, usually. Because with my anxiety and depression real bad, kind of helps me out a little bit. Yes, this is a 24-ounce can, and yes, this is a 24-ounce koozie. I'll show you how big the can is. Fits perfect in my koozie. Tim gave me this because it's part of my birthday. And it says, alcohol probably won't fix your problems, but isn't it worth a shot or two? So this stays on my desk at all times. This is my standby koozie. But everybody's been posting on Instagram, and I'm getting all kind of notifications, and everybody's want me to add them, and or they're following me, or they want me to follow them back. I don't got a problem with that. But you know, on Instagram, though, good Lord, I get these, I call them spam. I get these messages from these women. It's like, oh no, I block them every time. I get like, I'll get anywhere from 7 to 15 messages, requests from them. I block them. I don't got time for that. I don't got time to be messing around. Now I'm busy down now. We're about to have a regular auction starting this coming Saturday, and you know, here I am. I'm trying to get. I got a big part of it done last night. I got to finish a few things up before Saturday. I'm going to finish. I got paperwork to do in the morning. Tomorrow, which I hate to do. Get that done, then I'm going. I want to get done early. It's about recertification so I can have a roof over my head. It'll take probably about 15-20 minutes. As soon as I get that done, I'm going. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off here for a little bit. I might pop back on here a little bit. My battery's getting a little low, but I'll be back on hopefully here shortly before John gets on. So, this is Hot Piper. Keep them lit, keep the embers safe, and y'all take care out there.